Sawa. Welcome back again. Today is another day, beautiful day, amazing Wednesday. Sindio? If you didn't subscribe to this channel, please subscribe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, every day is a different day, and if God bless you with a different day, you have to be happy and favored because it's a favor from God. Leo tuko na Deno, Dennis Blakx, the CEO of Amour 338 Adliya. You know, it's a Kenyan owner.
Your title,
yeah, Kenyan owner of a bar in Bahrain, Kingdom of Bahrain. No. Tuongee tu leo ukweli. Hata kama title ni kubwa,
si ni wakubwa pia.
Wewe ni mkubwa pia. Ukikumbuka ulikotoka mara ya kwanza na mpaka hapa, mambo yanabadilika, si ndio?
Yeah, sure.
Wakenya wanataka wajue Africa, they want to know who is Dennis, where the journey began from Kenya to Bahrain. How does it started? Did you fall on business, or you started as an employee? Then from there gradually you take the steps slowly till you reach where you are now. How does it go? Let the people know.
Okay, yeah. Hi guys, I'm Dennis here. What's up, everybody? Yeah, so the journey, haikuanza tu, hatukuamka tu like boom. Journey imeanza. It started from somewhere. So first connections, information.
Yeah, information is the key. Information is the key.
Yeah, so nikapewa information that we need kuna country like Bahrain. I didn't know. Actually, I had no idea about Bahrain.
Most of people when they go to the map, they don't see Bahrain.
That is back in 2013. So the whole of 2013 it was just trying to push things, how I can come in, how I can, interviews here and there. Then in Kenya, that is in Kenya. That's yeah. Then until one day, from 2013, don't forget.
From 2013 full year, we are trying to pull out to come Bahrain.
Trying to push. Now we are in 2014. Yeah, until I got one phone call. It was around March 2014.
Yep.
Yeah, that's when I got a call. I was like, there's an interview you need to attend. I was not ready actually. I was not ready.
You're not ready to.
I was just called, there's an interview tomorrow. You need to attend. And the agencies in Kenya, you have to pay some money. I didn't have the money at the moment as well.
So then what's up there?
I had to just rush there and just check out what's happening. I just gathered some few cash and just went and registered for the interview and all that. And unfortunately,
you got the job.
I got the job.
Then the journey started.
Then the journey started. I didn't even have a passport. So while I'm doing the interview, literally I didn't even have the passport. So the interviewer asked me, do you have a passport? Yes.
Are
you ready to travel?
Yes.
Anytime you can travel, yes.
And at the back of
in my mind, I don't even have a passport. I haven't even applied, leave alone having it. I haven't even applied. So I went. So once I finished the interview, I was like, I'm not gonna apply the passport until I get the call.
The call that you have
that
passed,
I've been selected.
You have selected. You can start the process.
Then once I got the call, I rushed. I kimbia huko Nyayo. I went just did the
stadium. Then they did their things.
Nyayo
was fast or you did the process?
That place is a long process. You have to stay there
for hours.
Since morning until I stayed there until 3.
But you knew what you want, yeah? So that's
I applied it and everything. Now is the process of waiting. And in Kenya now,
waiting
that
is the process.
Is a
process. Otherwise you
it's
do something.
Process.
Otherwise you do something for them. It's not bad, but you can do something.
You have to
if you have something.
Encourage the process. You have to encourage the process to
it's
be
everywhere in Africa.
To be fast.
We have to accept that it's everywhere in Africa.
So that's what I did. I pushed some few
friends
here and there. I gave out some cash and I lost money in the process, and I didn't get the passport, unfortunately.
Again,
but you registered? Cash. Yeah, I registered. I applied and everything. I have the waiting and all that. But once I paid this guy some cash to speed up the process, the guy went
missing.
Yeah,
was not working inside. I know.
That's the Kenya for you. So anyway, fortunately or unfortunately, I got another person who got through my mom. She knew somebody who knew someone working there. So she sent me
kudos to mom.
Yeah, kudos to my mom, whatever she
She
hooked me up. She hooked me up to that guy. I went there, and trust me, that guy he didn't ask me anything.
Within sometimes you get a passport.
Within 3 days.
Within 3 days you have your passport.
Yeah,
connection
but
is
he
the
didn't
key.
ask anything.
That's why I said
he just
connection is the key.
Because he's working there and all that, so he didn't ask for money, he didn't ask for bribe. It's just that he had to make sure like things are done the right way. Because they delay things willingly. They just delay everything.
Yeah, so you can push the things.
Something. Yeah, then I got the passport, and these people, they kept on pushing me. It's now past a week. They are telling me we need your passport so that we can apply for your visa. Anyway, yeah, I did. I give out the passport. I got the passport. I remember it was on a Friday.
Okay.
Around 11, that's when I got the message. You know, they send you a message.
Send it from pin.
No, from the Nyayo house. To tell you the passport is ready, just go. I stopped whatever I was doing and went there.
And then pick your passport very fast.
My passport. Yeah, I got it, and then I took to those guys. They applied the visa for me. Within a week, I had the visa, and now you have to give out money. You know, the agency
traveling.
Yeah, medical
Ticket.
No ticket. The company was providing. The medical and all that stuff. Yeah, so within less than a week.
From the time you got the passport?
Yeah.
Less than a week, you were in the plane?
I was on the plane to Bahrain. Flying Emirates.
Big boy.
I was flying Emirates, man. I was feeling like...
And most of people,
my first time
they flew plane. From Kenya to somewhere. If it's Middle East, they will come with Saudi Arabia, Airlines, Gulf,
I came with Emirates from Kenya to Bahrain.
So you had the vision stamped already.
Yeah. I was
ready
for greatness. You know, then I reached here, but unfortunately things were not the same I expected. You know, expectations are high than
it's everyone. It's everyone. When you are flying from home to outside, your expectation are very high.
Yeah,
but when you reach, most of people
different.
But most of people, they reach the expectation while they are the same.
Yeah.
So yours was.
Mine, I got disappointed just the moment I got here.
Then what happened?
Well, it's just 1-2 things, and first the salary was not what you know, when I came from Kenya, first of all, when I got the job, I knew I had plans. Like I was planning, I'm not gonna. Actually, this is something everybody does. It's not me alone. Everybody coming to Middle East, they are like, no, I'm going there within
1 year,
1-2 years.
I'm out.
I put savings. 1 year, I want to have 1 million Kenyan shillings, and then I'm out. Woo!
Same over here. 12 years still over here.
Yeah, now me 7 years down the line,
still
I'm still here.
Stuck. You are still stuck.
That dream is gone.
But greatness still there.
But yeah,
Amour is there.
Well, everything.
Proudly,
we went. We worked there. The salary was peanuts. We were getting peanuts, and the work was hectic. I started as a chef because I'm a chef. By profession, literally.
No, once you are a chef, you'll be chef till the day you go.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So even if you change to another career, still you are
you
chef.
Still remain a chef.
You still remain a chef. Yeah. You can't change the career.
But for me, I became like when I took the course, when I decided to study the hotel and culinary whatever. It was a passion.
So it's
I did it out of passion because I
like
cooking. I loved cooking and all that. But when I was clearing high school, I didn't think I will go to that path. My vision was to be like my desire was to be like I wanted to be a TV and radio producer.
So here we are.
Literally, that was my line of. That's my desire.
If you do remember, before I went to Dubai, once we tried to do a radio.
We used to try to do
some radio, me and you, but couldn't work that much.
It didn't work because we didn't have much resources and the times and all that. So it happened. My cousin is the one who made me decide to love cooking.
What?
Because
he or she cook well more than.
No. he loved what I used to cook.
Okay.
That time,
so whenever you cook,
we were
he loves.
staying with him in Sudan, South Sudan.
So you have been in
back
Sudan
in 2010 and 2011 until 2012. Yeah, I was in Sudan with him, South Sudan. So
Khartoum?
No, South Sudan.
South Sudan.
Yeah, Juba.
Juba.
So we stayed there. So we were men. So mostly he don't like to cook. He hates cooking. He don't know how to cook even. So he was like, "You be cooking, I'll be washing the plates."
that's fair enough.
So
that's fair enough.
He really loved he really loved my food. He was like, "Dude, you're wasting your time.
Your talent and
this is your talent. This is what you should be doing. Forget about the TV and radio production thing. This is what you should be doing."
But he never knew that once you might be a chef and still go to the same career you used to love.
Yeah.
You know?
So once I got back home, I was like, now let me try this. Acha niweke hiyo TV and radio kando. Acha nianze kwanza upishi because I love cooking. Yeah, then I enrolled Nairobi Aviation. Yeah.
So you started.
Kapiga zangu nikaondokea. Yeah, then ndo nikapata job sasa nikaanza kutafuta job on that line.
On that line of being a chef.
Yeah. And that's how I landed in Bahrain. So from there, so once I got here, now I started doing the job.
The land of honey.
Ground sasa.
No, for me, I say Bahrain is the land of honey and the gold. You know.
You see the way they say it in Kenya, kwa ground vitu ni different. Once I got here, I got that saying literally, one on one. So yeah, nikaanza upishi. I loved it from the beginning. But as the time goes by, you meet different employers,
different people.
They treat you bad. Then you start even hating what you do. I had that experience. And even you see the money they are giving you, the job you're really doing, you're putting in your best.
But one thing I always tell the chefs, even if the money you're getting at the time you're working still are peanuts, but if you are learning, still be appreciating of the money and the process, and things will work out, you know.
Yeah, it's true, but you know it doesn't work to everybody like that.
Yeah, I know. And connection,
and then it depends on
on the
connections.
Who brought you to the company?
And then it depends on what is going on behind the scenes in your life.
Yeah. And also
because you might say, I want to stay here. I want to stay here and keep on pushing until things get better. But behind the scenes, there is so much pressure on your side when it comes to financially.
Yeah.
You understand? So that moment you're getting pushed enough, like you want to do something different, like something that
because the income which is coming,
the income here it's not meeting.
It's not sufficient
it's not sufficient for your life and for whatever, for your needs. So you have to start thinking outside the box.
And that's important.
That's very important. So I started thinking outside the box. But now the place I was working, now the recent one, the one I left to start doing what I do right now. It was a very nice place, a very big company in Bahrain. I won't mention them. They are not the people. They haven't paid us.
Yes.
So we can't market them here. Anyway, so it's a big company in Bahrain. Very big company. But first they don't pay well. They pay well, but not well enough. Not well enough. And they have a job security. Like they have everything you need as an employee to stay in a company. But you're not growing. That is the reason I left.
You're stagnant. You are one place
stagnant. I looked at everything. It's a place when you join, they tell you, you have a chance to grow, blah blah blah.
Most of companies they do.
They tell you all the good things. And then I joined 1 year down the line. I don't feel that. And then now you start getting the stories from your other colleagues, the people you met there. Somebody's telling you, man, I've been here for, and you see they're working really hard,
more than you
even working. You see them working so hard, and you're like, okay, I'm just 1 year down the line. This guy is 5 years.
So what?
He hasn't moved. He is still on the same level.
I've been working in one company in Dubai. Also, I won't mention them, but it's amazing company. Amazing company. Most of people they are the same. Somebody have been there for 7 years, doing fantastic job. But what is getting and what is is given to the company,
Yeah.
you just say thank you and let me move on. You know, that's the way we are thinking of employers.
Yeah.
Employers should think of the stuff like queens and kings. So when you have a best employee, you should keep the employee.
Yeah.
So what was your reason to leave the company and start your own?
Well, first I say it's motivation. I just because I love reading. So
give one book.
There's this one book I read. It's called Rich Dad and Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Robert Kiyosaki.
It's a very amazing book. Man, that book.
First version.
That book really opened my eyes. Just the same ideas I had, but I couldn't express them.
So
when I read that book, it opened my mind.
And said, let me rich or poor. So you choose one of them.
I choose let me
be rich.
Rich dad.
The rich dad. Because the story on that book.
The poor dad is the learned dad.
The learned dad. But
the professor is the professor and the learned dad. Yeah. But the poor dad is the one who not. The rich dad is the one who is not learned.
But he's making things happen.
But he's making things happen. He has his own companies. He has his own.
You know the reason to have the ability and assets.
Yeah.
Those things.
Liabilities and assets to differentiate what is a liability, what is an asset.
What can you do today and what cannot do tomorrow.
Yeah. So when I read that book, I was
guys, just let me tell people, guys, don't forget, go and get the book, Poor Dad, Rich Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
It's amazing book.
It's an amazing
Find
writer.
the book and read. It might change your life as it changes others.
He's an amazing writer, I can tell you for sure. So yeah, that's how I got there. So once I read that book, I was having those thoughts in my mind because first of all, it reached a point. Let me tell you one thing. When you reach to the point in your life where you feel like where I am or what I'm doing right now, I'm not happy about it.
Then you should quit.
Then you should do something.
You should
Don't quit. Don't quit.
No, you should quit.
No, listen. Let me put it in a simple way. Don't quit because not everybody has the ability to quit. But I can tell somebody, do something about it. Okay, you may not quit, but you can find something aside. To supplement what you're doing right now.
But you are doing something you don't like. So
that's what I'm telling you. Let me tell you. There are some people, like when I was leaving the place, everybody was like, what are you going to do? Do you have another job? No. So how are you going to survive? How are you going to pay your bills? I told people, don't worry about that. I'm not worried. Why you be worried? So you see, such kind of people, you cannot tell them to quit. Even if they don't like what they are doing, they cannot quit.
They cannot quit because they don't know what to do next.
They don't know what they will do.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm telling you, just tell somebody, do something about it. If you don't like what you're doing, do something about it.
But on my opinion, just quit.
Yeah, as for me, if I will say on my own, quit.
Just quit.
Just
because if like now I'm a chef, if I don't love what I'm doing, I should quit. Because at the end of the day, I'm spoiling myself, I'm spoiling my mood, I'm spoiling my career, I'm spoiling my years, I'm spoiling my times. So just quit and find something you like more.
Yeah. Me, I didn't quit because I hate being a chef. I quit because I was not happy about the environment I was working in.
Okay.
Because for 7 years, I've been working in the same industry, and I haven't seen much change. 7 years doing the same thing, I haven't seen any change. I moved from one company to another, from the lowest to the biggest companies.
But still
no change. So I call myself a meeting and say, so I was like,
what do I want?
What do you want? Because let me tell you something, I was really not happy. It reached a point where I'm sad every day. I'm sad every day.
Nobody see.
Nobody will understand. Nobody knows. You cannot express to somebody. You cannot tell somebody what you feel. Because they won't understand.
And most of the people, they see you with the car.
Everybody, they see you, you're dressing nice, well. You're smiling, but they don't know you're dying inside. You're dying inside because you don't like what you're doing. Unalala, unaamuka, you remember where you're going. You just feel like, God, not again. So that's why it reached a point I was like, no.
This
the end. F this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. And I quit. I woke up and just walked up to the manager and told them, yeah, I'm done.
I'm done.
This is my resignation letter.
1 month after?
Yeah, I gave them 1 month notice. But they begged me to stay because I was one of the best.
So they said, why don't you stay?
Within that short period I stayed with them, I won like best employee of the month like 3 times. Nice. Within the shortest time period I stayed with them. But the reason I quit, first of all, the money is not growing.
Mm-hmm. The career is not growing.
The career is not growing as well. You know, at least the money, one thing has to grow.
Yeah, because
one thing has to grow at the end of the day.
Most of the things, if you're working in a restaurant which they have standards,
yeah.
If they have standard, you'll never grow.
Yeah, yeah,
you never grow. That.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
If the company has a standard,
they have their own standard. They have their own menu.
If I want this with 5 grams salt,
yeah,
it should be that. You will never
grow. Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, chefs has to change.
You have, yeah, and then you need to bring your mind. You need to bring on your own creativity. As a chef, you have to be creative, and that's what I believe a chef is. A chef is you have to be creative with the menu, with the food. So that's what I was lacking. Like I'm not being creative. Here I'm being told. I was given a recipes. I was given a book of recipes.
Yeah, do this one.
These recipes were written by somebody
maybe England,
in America.
In America,
the owner of the restaurant I was working for is in America. Actually, he's late right now. He's late, but
he wrote them.
He wrote the menus and he tested them himself.
And then he said,
and now he passed them to us. Now you should do this.
So you are like a
even
robot.
Let me tell you, we were working to some point. We could tell this menu is wrong. Whatever this is wrong.
But you can't change it.
But if you tell the managers, they tell you what you want me to do.
This one have to sold. If it's here, it should be sold.
They tell you that is the standard. And if you have to change something, if you have to change something, this something they have to communicate now to the higher management
in America or in
America.
State or whatever.
Yeah, they have to communicate to the higher management.
Then they will change. No, they won't change also.
They won't change.
So that's
it's like your opinion is nothing. So there, we are working in a place where your opinion is not appreciated. They don't care about your opinion
because they don't want changes.
So you just do what you're told. That's it. Don't ask questions. Don't ask why. Don't say anything. Just do. And that way, for me, it's no.
It was here.
It's bullshit, man. I cannot do this. Yeah. Then I was like, I decided to just
move on.
Because a friend of mine wanted to. I remember before when I was still new, I was fresh in Bahrain, and I had a friend and he quit. You know him, he's a friend of ours actually, but he left Bahrain.
Who?
Good day.
Yeah, Good day. He's now in America.
He told me.
Yeah.
Because that time he quit his job as well, and he started cooking.
Yeah.
And he told me I'd rather make 150 BD
on my own
than 400 BD sitting in somebody's office doing what they tell him to do. And that made a lot of sense.
No.
But back then, to me, it didn't make any sense.
No, that's why I'm telling you. If you're a chef, you'll still be a chef.
Yeah, you'll still be a chef. So that's saying
you never knew.
When he told me that, when he said that, back then it didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, you're earning 400 BD.
And then you're leaving 400 BD.
And then you want to go and make 150 on your own. Like, how? It didn't make any sense to me. And he didn't explain. But he did not explain.
He had a good time, huh? In Bahrain, he had a good time. Yeah. You have your own hours of sleep.
Yeah.
You can wake up whenever you want.
Anytime you want.
You can cook what you want, not the guest one.
Yeah.
Because you are the one to say, I will cook for you.
Today I'm cooking this and this. Yeah.
Then you have your own mindset on whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's what you decided to do.
Yeah.
Now Amour.
So no, just wait. Amour, we're coming there. We're coming there. Don't rush. Yeah. So that's when I sit down. Now everything started to make sense. Like I reached that point. Now I realize what he said to me. I'd rather make 150 than 400 BD in somebody's office. Now that one started making sense. So I was like, wait a minute. I can go out and try my. And when I decided to leave the job, I didn't have anything to do. Truth be told.
So you were quitting, go stay home for
Okay, what I did, first of all, I took a vacation. I stayed in Bahrain. That time I had my free time
to
test the waters. Test the waters now. No, I was testing the waters now to see
how does things will work out.
Yeah, how will things be? What I need to do. I was with Tunza.
Mm-hmm.
No, Tunza also had already quit his job. He was doing his own stuff. So, okay, for him, he had already stayed outside for a while. So he knew one, two, three things. So, yeah, he told me, if this is what you want, then first of all, make sure you have a car.
No, but you had a car before?
Yeah, before. But now that time, I don't have a car.
Ah, okay, on the time you are quitting.
Yeah, on the time I'm quitting, I don't have a car. So he told me, make sure you have a car first. Bahrain, if you have a car, you're good.
You're good. Even you can sleep on your car. If things
get worse, you can still sleep on your car.
Just go to the party till
but we don't play that. We don't hope to get to that point. So me, when I'm quitting the job, once I tested the waters, I just took a rental car for the whole month. We tried the 1, 2, 3 things with him. Yeah, and I started seeing,
things I can.
Okay. And then that 1 month I stayed outside. I created a lot of
connection
network. A network, I came again and lost it once I went back to work. Because when you're outside, it's a consistency. You need to be consistent on what you're doing. So once I created that network and then I went back to work,
then they say
I lost the network again.
Yeah.
But now I was determined, this is what I'm done. I'm done. So I went back, I stayed only for 1 month, and then the following month I gave up my resignation.
And then you go back to your connection?
Yeah, then I go back outside and then started doing but to tell you the truth, I didn't have anything to do.
So how did you
I left work, I came out knowing, in my mind I was telling myself like, I'll get some settlements, the money is...
And the settlement couldn't come that much, yeah?
No, I know they won't come much, but I had already budgeted like, they can last me for like 3 months. My friend.
Peanut.
We took a ground in different. I got the settlements like today. Within 3 weeks.
You didn't have
zero money.
And nobody to call.
I had zero money in my pocket. And this is the money that I was saying it's gonna last me for 3 months. I had calculated, but now for ground, it will be different.
And you get the same money enough for 3 months?
Yeah.
But couldn't last for 3 months?
It couldn't last, even a month. It couldn't last. Dude, outside there's a lot of things.
To do, yeah?
To do, to pay, to do. So the money, 3 weeks, tops. I'm out. Zero. No money. Then I'm now, I sit in my house and I'm wondering, what the hell am I?
Why did I quit? Now
you see, that's when you start.
You didn't come back to that mind. Why did I quit?
No, it came. But I gave myself, no, don't think about that. But I kept on 1 month. The first month, the second month, things were really, really tough.
But always they say that tough moment will shape you.
Then that's when I started feeling, I wish I could have gone back. Should I go back? Because when I left, my manager told me, if you want to come back,
you can come back.
Call me. I can hook you up to bring you back. That's a big temptation, man. That's a very big temptation.
If you thought shit are getting
so if shit gets worse here, I have a place I can call,
somewhere to lay on.
Yeah. But I didn't want to think about it. I let it go. Like I forgot about it. Because I was like, this is what I want to do, and I cannot go back. Iende venye itaenda.
Tusonga tukisonga.
But we have to go. Yeah, and then that's when I started Amour.
Okay, and then Amour now how many years running?
Okay, Amour it's been running for 4 years now.
4 years now.
I started in the beginning. Now on my entertainment industry. Now let's go back on entertainment now. Forget about the cooking. I was also trying entertainment while I was working.
With WeSip and everyone.
Yeah. So I started WeSip back then. I was young.
Yeah, I
was very new in Bahrain.
It was most of people that things can happen.
Even when I came back to Bahrain, this is the field I was doing even in Kenya, entertainment. I was much into entertainment. Even when in Kenya, I was acting. We even did a short film for Handicap International. It was something to do with HIV/AIDS and all that. We were training children, these children homes. We had a big group. We were training children homes in art, different types of art. Yeah, so entertainment was part of my thing, like, and my biggest dream in life is just to have my own big club.
Big club.
Big club. That has
But
been
you're almost there.
That has been my desire. Yani, for
If
long.
you